top German brass surrendered to General Collins. We had an old-fashioned 4th of July with fireworks, for Adolf. And even a few speeches. The French are a funny people. They celebrate their 4th of July on the 14th, and they call it Bastille Day. Bonjour, merci beaucoup, comme ci, comme ça. Oh, this French lingo is a snap. The GI shoes just weren't made for dancing. And so we started out again. There's always got to be one life of the party. Sometimes it's a good thing. This party was what they called the Battle of the Hedgerows. Came in from miles around, but it wasn't our idea of a good time. There was always a hedgerow behind you and one up ahead. And when you cleared the very last one, there'd be another one waiting. No, it wasn't our idea of a good time. Sometimes there were breaks. They might even last a day or two, and you could almost forget burp guns, 88s, and snipers. Almost. But not quite. Not if you had any brains under your iron hat. Church was where you made it. And religion meant more to men who believed. I guess that was because we never knew what might be coming up next. What was coming up next? Well, this time it would be San Lo. There would be an artillery barrage. Like marching with us, there was the same old routine for those fellas every time they set up. Maybe hours getting ready to fire 5 rounds. And all the while staying put in one spot, like clay pigeons. After the guns, armor and men going forward. Then edging into the town itself. batteries holding on, but not for long. And the Air Force coming in to hammer them loose from above. Trying to hang on to mounds of rubble and piles of wreckage. It'll be a good try, but only a try. Then Finis, and Saint-Lô added to that list of smashed villages and towns. Saint-Lô stopped being used, and it was Patton. Patton and his armor breaking out and running wild. The Third Army moving on wheels and tracks to join the Canadian 1st and British 2nd at the Calais Trap. Us? We went on like before, using foot power. Someday I'm going to round me up some tank men. I'll let them pound shoe leather while I sit by and hand out the wisecracks. We'll see how they get along in a few lightning minutes for a break and a smoke, and then up on their feet again. That's what it was for us. We marched, mixed it up with the Heinies, then marched some more. We marched clear across France, marched right into Paris. Then we had a parade. Paris had been liberated, and Leclerc's men were still cleaning up the Boche who hadn't moved out fast enough. It was like a hometown welcome along the Champs-Élysées. There were ceremonies and speeches. The town was yours and everything was on the house. Just the place to settle down for a good time and a little rest. But no, we kept right on marching, right through the city and out again. Oh, my aching foot. There were other GI shoes pounding the French roads now. After a surprise Mediterranean landing, the 7th Army, fresh from action in Italy, had swept up the valley of the Rhone. Lyon had been liberated. For us, there were more towns with names you couldn't pronounce, and that all looked alike. Each one had to be taken first. And that's why they all came to us.